So for this video, I'm continuing off of the Azure File Sync Service setup video. And so, we created a storage account, we created the two VMs, then we installed the File Sync agent on both of them. And you can actually see it by going to your storage sync service that we also created, going to registered servers blade, and you can see our two VMs here. And they're registered because of the agent that's installed on them. And if you look at our sync groups, we have the one that we created here, the new file share. So now we want to be sure that we're able to sync files from our file share to the VM, or from our VMs. Yeah, from our file share to the VMs. No, it's the servers to the file share. So let me connect to VM1. And let's just go to the C drive, and I'll create a folder and then a file in it, and that's what we want to sync to the file share. So new, and we'll create a new text document, data. Alright. So this is what we want to sync over, and we're going to need a server endpoint, and we do it using the registered servers. So click add server endpoint, registered server, we have VM1, VM2, so do VM1, and the path is C/new, and that's the folder path that we created here. C new, yep. Now, ideally, you would have like a separate disk, and you have a volume on the disk, and that's what you would specify here instead of just a folder. But just to keep it simple, that's what I'm going to keep here. So there's a note here, you may be trying to create server endpoint. Please note that you'll not be able to enable cloud tiering on the system volume, and that's fine. So I click create, and alright, it's created, and we'll do the same thing for the second VM, and C/new. But let's actually create that real quick. I'm not going to create a file on this one, I'm just going to do the folder. Oh, make sure you spell it right. New. Okay, C/new, yep. And see, we don't need cloud tiering. Great. So right now I'm just gonna wait for them to be created all the way. So that could take like 5 to 10 minutes, so I'll come back. Alright, so they're both ready. And now so they're synced, right? So like we had this file in VM1, but we didn't create any in VM2. Well, if they're synced now, then we go to, let's just refresh. Go to new. Now we have the same file in here. So that's how to verify that they're synced together. And it's not just old files that are being synced. You could create another file right now, and then it'd take like a minute or so, not that long, very quick, for it to sync onto the other VM. Okay, so it's synced on the VMs, but what about the cloud endpoint, this file share here? Well, let's go to our storage account. Okay, that was a slow way to get to it, I guess. Anyway, go to file shares. Here it is. And look, it's right here. Okay, well, it's there. It's here, as you can see. So it's not as cool as, you add files here, or you add in VM and it syncs everywhere. It's more of the files on the VMs sync to the file share here. So like, if I uploaded a file, random, okay, it's here, if you wait like 30, 40 seconds, however long, whatever, it's not going to show up here or in the other VM. So it's like a one-way. It's more of like the VMs, yeah, sync to the file share, and that's. So just be aware of that, that you should create stuff in the VMs and then it'll sync to the file share. You know, it's already been like a minute and still didn't show up. Alright, so that's the Azure File Sync Service configuration.